All right, start it off. Pop it up.
All right, yo. Well,
Corrections, yeah.
welcome to episode 28, the Millennial Hipsters podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a big week for some of us. It's been a regular week for some. Actually, you know what? It's a big week for everybody because
A lot of shit happened this week. A lot of notable things, you know?
But I want
I'd
to
say.
start off with the big one that happened yesterday.
All right.
Legalization.
Okay.
This is the day after legalization, is what this podcast is called. Like the day after tomorrow.
The day after.
Right?
That was a sick movie.
The day after tomorrow.
So I guess first things first. Like, does anything really change for anybody? Like personally,
What do you think?
me, I'll start. Personally, not really. I don't think so. I mean, my
I'll go.
yeah. You could go next. We'll go that
of
way.
course.
But you're not done yet.
I'm just trying to think of this as
I'm not trying to cut you off.
Yeah,
Go
like
ahead.
personally, like it's nothing's gonna change for me. I mean, except you could get it from other places now. You don't have to go to the dealer or whatever, but you could still if you want. But now there's like a
You do have
distinction.
the option, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
but you see now they're gonna demonize that market even further.
Oh yeah. It's
that's
a
what I
whole
was thinking.
propaganda fucking rollout with those guys for sure.
Yeah,
But-
even though like
That's what I'm thinking. If you don't have your weed in like government bottle that they send it to you,
Yeah.
then they're gonna be like, "Oh, what are you doing? This is illegal shit."
that's what we're gonna talk
yeah,
about.
well-
All the little stipulations here
Mhm.
that they're gonna impose now.
Right.
Because it's different from before. Now they have their law
right.
around it. So I'll pass it off to you.
Their hypothetical law, right? I mean, I'm not a weed smoker. Let's just get that out there. I mean, I've been saying that for the last like 27 casts, but you know what I'm saying.
But it's legal now.
It's legal now.
that wasn't stopping me. Yeah. Like, you think I'm afraid of the law, motherfucker? Like, nah, not afraid of the law. I don't know. That's not going to change anything for me, but I'm just saying, like, just in terms of like the legal shit, like, yeah, I'm glad. Like, what the fuck? Like, weed being illegal for all these years, like, why? Like, there's so many health benefits to it. Like, they could have been done making money off of it like 2,000 years ago. I don't know why they still like
the dawn of
I mean, the
time.
government is a business, right? Why they're not thinking a business mind for weed is beyond me. But like, yeah, there's mad health benefits.
Makes you think.
It's good for recreational use. Like, you don't get like mad like twisted when you're on weed. Like, really,
Oh,
like.
you can.
I mean, you can, but like not like alcohol or like heroin. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, as a non-weed smoker, since now that it's legal, will you be more
inclined to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, for
that's
me,
what we all
like,
want to know. As from a
that's what we all want to know.
like
I
all
mean,
the weed smokers in here are
Actually,
looking at you.
that's
What's the
something I
ratio right now?
want
Like
to
1 to 8.
Like, right?
I mean, that's not. I mean, that's
I feel like
not.
he's outnumbered a bit.
That's not what was stopping me in the first place. It's just not my thing. But yeah, I mean, for anybody that wants to do it, that was waiting for it to be legal and like
It's way more available.
it's
now.
way more available now. You're gonna see a lot more new participants in weed and shit.
Yeah.
For me, what's interesting to me is because, like, I have some stocks in some companies that, I've been checking over the past few months. And, that's what's exciting to me because I'm excited in the actual industry of this shit.
Just writing-
Like, where is this going to go? Like, in terms of, because, for one example, Corona bought some stocks in like a big weed company called Canopy, right? They bought 50% of the company for like $1 billion. So who knows the fuck they're going to be doing with that? But that's a huge move on Corona's part, right? Because they're a huge beer distributor.
And
so
go check that out, research that, man, because we're throwing that awareness out to you guys and then just flip it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, so like that's what's interesting to me. So like the whole market and shit, but it's a good thing overall. Like Canada's making like progressive steps. We're not fucking around like the States, and that's what's important to me. So I don't know who wants to chime in on this. Like,
Speaking of the
I know
States,
y'all are fucking high right now. Just blaze the blunt, but man, just talk right.
it's only fitting that they're high right now.
Exactly.
And a couple shots of Henny. So,
Hey,
you know.
You have to bring the soundboard back.
I do.
But wait,
I do.
speaking of the states,
Speaking of the states, you hear about like how
I need to load my
if you're
sounds on
smoking,
and
you
shit.
can't cross the border or something. Like if they ask you at the border if you ever smoked weed and you say yes, then they're gonna kind of like, because federally it's still.
they're gonna be biased. You're saying in a certain way.
no,
No, they're saying they can
Oh,
actually
so straight up,
not just deny you entrance, but like ban you completely
Ban you, yeah,
from
yeah.
going in. So that's something.
If you ever smoked weed?
If they
Yeah.
ask you if you've ever smoked weed and you say yes, then they have the discretion to ban you from crossing the border. It's insane. It's
It's
actually
pretty
insane.
stupid, man.
So over to the States?
Yeah. Well, this is the new protocol. Like the way that it's not really codified law.
Chuck
Like,
it, suck it.
it's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
crazy, bro.
The stats are just
Have you
crazy too,
ever
right?
smoked weed?
Right.
Yeah.
But it's legal in my country, yeah. I could have smoked weed for the first time like day. And like if you try to cross the border, you'd be like, nah.
You know
Really?
what's
just-
insane?
Say no.
They say that 50% of drivers already smoke weed.
I don't
50%
deny
just
that.
Drivers alone, and then think of how
Don't
many
deny that.
drivers there are in just
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
for
on
sure.
a day basis, hourly basis.
Just some bullshit.
and straight and from
Yo, I'm gonna segue and let the listeners know that there's two guests here.
Right.
oh yeah,
They go by the names as we familiarly know them
Blacks and
as
Tigs.
Blacks and
There you go.
Tigs. And they are here.
He's trying to stay low key.
Long time fam, you know? So we're in the building right now.
So if you hear
Oh, yeah.
like two extra opinions chiming in, then just so you guys know. Yo, I'm
Yeah, we have the full
fresh, yeah.
squad here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We were like, kind of indulging in Hennessy before the cast, so like we're just formally stating that on a podcast.
Hennessy, my enemy.
Yikes! Freestyle.
Gotta drink
That's
the good
Pac right
stuff.
there. The Pac comes out of you when you drink Hennessy, you know?
Right. Wow.
That was pretty pocket.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Okay, so wait.
He's
so
always rhyming
Hennessy.
enemies and Hennessy. Check out all his
Hennessy.
discography.
Keep
I
me
mean,
from my
we've
enemies.
partaken in freestyles often, like, you know?
Yeah.
I think freestyles are like.
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Yo, I
Always
will,
rhyming those things. Yeah.
I will say that younger people, the younger generation, and I don't mean to generalize, but like a lot of them don't know how to freestyle because I will pull up on
Oh
them.
yeah.
that's
Oh
right.
yeah.
And I'll
Yes,
start
yes.
freestyling, and then a lot of them,
Hey.
right? Just
Yeah,
to test,
for
they,
sure,
they,
for sure.
don't.
you know,
don't
and
follow
I'm
that.
just to test whether or not they're familiar with it, and like some of them just try to keep up, like
Yeah.
the enthusiasm is amazing, but
Yeah. They'll be
a
like
lot of them are
rat,
just
hat,
right. Well, yeah,
cat, bat,
hmm
Hey,
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 hey.
Hey.
Cats, hey.
Right.
My next door neighbor was a rat.
Exactly. Right. So like. we come from a different school. We're a different generation. Like, freestyling was like
We're
the
very
bare
unique.
minimum of just conversating with people. You'd freestyle to people while you.
No, I think
talk
it was
to
just it was more of a like I don't want to like reduce it to the sum of like I don't want to reduce it, but to the sum of its parts. But what I'm saying is like it was more of like a not a fad, but like more of a like a trend.
It was
in
like
pop culture.
I feel like it was a staple in just like.
yeah.
It was
High
a skill, man. It was important.
Yeah, it's
it
just
was
like-
important. For some reason,
it
it
was
was
like what
important.
you
I would
to
say
know
in
how to
urban
freestyle.
culture.
Yeah, for sure. Like
that it was like
yeah,
a staple.
not in
skill.
Richmond Hill for sure,
Not in Richmond Hill.
or Vaughan.
Or
probably. I mean, there are a couple M&Ms out there.
No, I don't think you. Oh, right. True. Right.
I'm not a more bitch either.
Like
Yeah.
in Oshawa 10, 20 years ago, what did we say? Like on Oshawa 20 years ago was freestyling a thing?
With a banjo.
Did you guys see that white kid in Oshawa freestyling? He was posted with the gun, chilling and all that.
No
shit.
way. From Oshawa. There it is. See, that's what we're just saying.
Damn,
I'm
yikes.
not aware of this though. What's it?
Yo,
That's the
I'm
funny
not
shit.
aware.
you know a rapper from Oshawa? What's that guy? He kills it, yo.
Freddie Dredd.
Freddie Dredd.
Yeah.
Is this?
I've never
No, it's not the same guy. No.
He's on the come up.
It's not. No, these guys are.
I mean,
it's not popular stuff.
White
but-
He does an underground like 3-6 shit.
Yeah, but I don't. It's not something that's gonna be on the surface. You're not gonna hear the shit on the
Yeah.
radio, man.
But
It's, like,
anyway, check out that kid,
underground.
Freddie Dredd.
Freddie Dredd.
Yeah.
Question is it going to pop?
That go-
Whatever they're doing
Does that
is
go
popping
pop?
for them.
That ain't gonna pop.
Oh.
Okay, wait,
That's
but
Boof right
Okay,
there.
wow.
but wait, Booth got to pop it off. I think he's got some.
Yeah, so you have some other shit to
Yeah,
pop
because
up.
Black Ops 4 dropped.
Are we done with legalization? Like everybody's.
John,
Let's keep it moving. What up? John, how does this affect you as a occasional
Part-time
smoker?
pot smoker? I don't know. Just changing where I'll probably buy it from. That's it.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, earlier I said it's not going to change anything for me. Yeah, but I guess where you get it from and
The logistics of acquiring it
yeah,
is different,
yeah.
but
I mean, yo, it's just another
The
dealer to get it
activity-
from. To be honest, the government is now.
government
option
is a
to
fucking
Trudeau.
dealer now.
You know, you're still calling.
You know what I'm saying?
I just
Yeah.
need
Whatever,
Trudeau to
baby.
come out with his own strand called Trudeau.
It's Trudeau.
Trudeau.
And it's Trudeau, right? That would be
yeah,
that would
it's
be
Trudeau.
You're spending your Trudeau on some Trudeau.
The
Yeah,
shop is just going to buy weed.
right?
Show your prescription right there.
Shit, wait 5 minutes.
They'll still make you wait a half an hour to get your prescription.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Shoppers Drug Mart. Some of those shoppers are
before you come back. Yeah.
40 minutes just to fill up a bottle. Yeah.
Some of those shoppers are like 24 hours too, so there's like dudes chilling outside and like it's gonna change everything. Like,
Yeah, I think I'm just trying to see where people are smoking, I guess, because they say the law is you could smoke it anywhere where you could have a cigarette. You can't do it when you're driving. And you
That's a big one.
And you can't
But-
travel with it either.
No, you can.
Can you travel with
Not
it in your
international.
not? Well, I'm even talking about in your car. You can't like say you're taking it from one.
Really?
It's not. You know what? No,
I don't think so. They said you can't smoke in a car, period. Like you could.
Can you have it in your car?
What if it's rolled in your car? Like it looks like it's ready to
They
smoke.
sell pre-rolls.
Do they say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They do.
They do.
Okay.
So hold on, what do you tell me? I could fly from here to Alberta with
30 grams.
Yeah.
30 grams.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 grams is
It's
you
a
could,
lot,
is you
right?
could have on you. You said, yeah, you could have that on you in public and still be okay,
I read this
technically.
on the OCS website, like the actual Ontario
Yeah.
Cannabis store.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is a joke. I got charged with 4 grams of kush.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, like it's fucked.
well, that should bring us to our next point, where Ottawa is now moving to pardon a lot of the crimes
Those
that people
convictions.
have had convictions rather for
Yeah.
possession of marijuana for petty
Yeah,
charges like that.
it's a possession charge.
The most important thing about the argument though is that a lot of people are saying, well, don't pardon me, completely expunge,
Throw it
which
out.
means completely just erase all the charges that I've had for possession of weed.
Throw that
So
shit
that's
out.
that's interesting that you
Of
brought
course.
that up
Yeah.
because
yeah.
this affects a whole bunch of people that have been caught for like petty weed. Like, what if I was charging for like 20, like a 20 sack? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like,
definitely.
if
of
they
course.
want to, like, you know what I mean?
They charge you for like crumbs on your chin. Like,
They will charge you
They'll
for
charge you
roach
for-
and crumbs in the
Yeah,
paper
they'll
as
charge you
well.
for roach.
Yeah.
So be aware. They will do this.
Yeah, they'll try to.
Not try, do.
So I mean, it's important that
I'll
they're
have
trying to make that
yeah.
change. To
Well,
pardon people.
you know, all I have to say to people is that, you know, be mindful of like the law and shit, like the new laws that they're throwing
Preach,
out
brother.
there.
Preach.
I'm just saying, like, I don't want people to get in trouble. You know what I mean?
Go do your research, yeah.
It's legal now. Like,
Yeah.
you know, don't get in trouble since it's legal. You'll feel like a
I
dumbass.
advise
You'll feel like a
everyone to
fucking
look it up.
dumbass getting a ticket while it's legal now. You know what I'm saying? You're getting a ticket before when
I
it was
agree with you.
illegal. Now it's legal. You get a ticket. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, what are you gonna get a
Hey,
ticket? What are you gonna get a ticket for now, other than maybe like driving?
Because they'll
Driving
pull
and
you
smoking.
over, like in the ride checks.
Yeah, like driving while you're high
Driving
Yeah,
is
for
the
sure.
only thing you could really get in trouble for.
Yeah, and they'll give you $100 ticket.
Yeah.
So, you know, be
That
smart.
actually happened to me 2 weeks ago. Like I went through a ride check high.
Yeah.
I just smoked. I think I told you guys about this, right?
And he took your weed.
Yeah, the cop just took my weed.
You
That was
smelt it. That's why you smelt it in your car.
Yeah, I couldn't say no because I literally just blazed.
In your car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fucked. Why didn't you have a spray?
I don't know. I've never ran into cops before.
So, guys,
Dirt Buster.
Hold up.
go to Bath and Body Works. Okay?
Oh, here you go. Here you go.
Bath and Body Works, they have a spray. It's not really for your car, but go to Bath and Body Works. There's a little canister, probably 510 milliliters. That spray works phenomenal. Don't spray it twice, because
Wait,
you'll die.
but what is it called? So what am I
What?
asking the person that works there? Like, should I just tell them it's a small canister?
Can I get
or
that
like,
weed biga?
Yeah, just.
150.
All right, if you go to Town Center,
Yeah.
Scarborough Town Center, you're gonna go inside. You're gonna go to the right. It's right there on the right side.
Which entrance? There's so many entrances.
Yo, Bath and Body Works though, Scarborough Town
No,
Center.
it's Bath Mothers. So
That was a
when
plug-
You enter
that was-
the store,
that
to
was
your
the
right.
plug.
Listen, that was a plug by Tiggs. Check him out on Face Films right now. He has a video called Roll Up.
Yo, if we want to
Alright.
jump, to that, we'll jump to that. Would you want to jump to that? But like,
No,
No,
are we gonna
well,
pop? Are we gonna pop backups for it? Because I want to hear from you on that.
Well, I mean, like, are we like, you know? I just want to know. Did everybody say their piece about legalization?
Just you can like talk about that for
Legalization
days.
didn't do nothing because I've been a weed smoker from.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the general sentiment. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Blacks was telling me that just now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, well, Next, I just want to talk about Black Ops 4. We've been playing it.
I think we'll all jump in on that,
Yeah.
but like we'll let you lead the conversation. Just to segue, no, I'm not going to segue, but I'm going to supplement. I'm getting messages to play Black Ops 4
All right, now from
like
the chat?
as we're speaking, so you can. And that's all it works.
Yeah,
Load up your phone.
shit. They did a good job, I think, bringing it like back to the original play. I mean, before they had you like jumping and gliding and running on walls and shit, and people had their complaints.
Yeah, like what is this, Halo? Like
Yeah.
what the fuck is this?
But now they took that out, and you're back on the floor, and you're just running around and shooting. Hey, it's a pretty good game. I like it. I played it.
Come
a
on,
fuck
you've
ton.
been playing like a dog. Tell them that.
It's
Tell them
great.
you've been
How many times have you
What procedure are you
proceed?
Yeah,
I
man.
know this guy
Tell
procedure.
them you've been killing it. Like honestly.
Come on.
I play a lot.
What's the
I had a
gun
few-
to get?
I had a few days off.
Let the people know.
Yeah, what are you popping? Like,
What are you
what
popping in the
doing?
game right
What's
now?
really
Yeah.
good?
Since these guys want to know,
This guy's so
You're
good.
gonna ask
This
me.
guy-
This guy's so good at the game though. Like,
He's like, yo, I couldn't wait till you asked me. Like
all the listeners want to know. Everyone.
ask me my game secrets because I've actually
Yes.
gotten really good at the
Oh,
game.
fuck
Dude,
you.
Fucking probably proceed.
I had a few days off. You know?
I got calluses on my thumbs.
Oh, wow.
But yeah,
What are you using? What gun?
yeah, what's the guns? What's the perks?
I'm
What's all
using for the first time in like the franchise. I'm using a light machine gun. So usually I use like a pistol,
Pistols have
or
been sick.
yeah, or it's like a submachine gun. But I'm using a really like heavy gun.
No reload.
Yeah, because it has 75 rounds in it, and I never reload. And it's a powerful gun. Like it hits people in like 3 to 5 shots.
She was just like grr, 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 grr.
Yeah, but you gotta move. You have to move because
That's how it sounds.
Because they're getting
the thing about Call of Duty and why I think I'm good at it is because you have to be conscious of when you let off a shot. You send a blip off on your enemy's radar, and if you
nice.
knowing the map again is another 50% of the game. So if
With most games, anyways.
I trick people. I don't use a silencer anymore. So I'll run over here and I'll see somebody, maybe like shoot at them, but run around because I know they're coming to where my blip is. So I know they're in the area. So
This is a mastermind speaking right now. You guys
This is
better be
insane.
listening.
Like this is someone who plays.
All right, rewind if you missed all that. All right.
it's
Absolutely.
like I call it
Listening.
fishing. All right, that's what they call
Send the
it.
bait.
Anyways, it's a good game. If you're
This is a
still,
TED talk right now for all you new COD players. All right.
if you still play COD and you haven't gotten this, I'd say pick it up.
How much out of 10?
Pick it up.
How much out of 5?
Pick it up.
5?
Oh, 10. Oh, 5.
10 out of 5. You heard Jam.
Wow.
You heard Jam.
10 out of 5. All right.
Okay, but yo, you buy Call of Duty. How many? You bought World War
Annually.
II. You bought the one that last came out, essentially.
Yeah.
Right? And did you buy the one that came out before that?
Well, no.
Did you buy Battlefield though before that?
Yeah,
Battlefield 1?
yeah,
You
yeah.
bought that?
I personally I play shooters.
I'm a Battlefield guy.
I'll pick up most
How many
shooters.
guys did Tiggs? Did you buy Battlefield?
Yeah, I bought
Okay,
that
so
one.
Yeah, yeah, that
Omar,
one
did you buy
good. That one
I
Battlefield?
didn't buy Battlefield, but I had got Call of Duties from before.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh, so you?
He's a single player guy.
Yeah.
He does the
Or
RPGs.
just-
For the campaign.
He smashes
The
them.
way you're talking about this is making me want to buy this new one.
Ah, yeah, man.
Same.
Yeah,
This
I
is
mean,
the
to
one
each his own. I'm like,
I'm
I
happy
don't
they're
know.
off that Karate Kid wall.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
That's
That's
Karate Kid.
That's you,
yeah, like running on the walls, hopping
Yeah,
off.
dude,
Like,
yeah.
all that is
It
done
just-
with.
No.
Crouching Tiger, fucking hidden dragon type
I'm
fuck.
walking
You're back on the ground. You're a foot soldier, and
Not Jet Li. Like, what the fuck?
Enter the
they don't have
dragon
a
type
super
Romeo must
wide
die.
selection of guns,
You guys are testing
But
my
they just
fighting,
have,
my
like,
fighting
what you
movie
need.
knowledge right now.
and each gun has its own set of attachments. It's not like you could put a suppressor on just any gun. Certain guns have certain things you could put on them, so they really try to make you find
And
your
work for it.
weapon
They want you to
and
make it work
yeah,
for it. Yeah.
It's good. It's good, man.
No single player campaign, right?
Oh, no, there's no campaign.
Oh, they cut that out.
It's
yeah.
just
I mean, it's
multiplayer.
about time,
They
man.
have this new mode.
about time.
You know how Fortnite is played, like the format they use.
Well, it's every man for themselves, right?
Okay.
Yeah, basically. So they have a mode like that in Black Ops. I haven't really touched it, and I can't really say anything about it, but I know it's there.
Okay.
It's like basically, it's like
Every man for themselves.
It's like free for all, but on a big map.
There's like 100
Pretty much.
people on a
Like-
map, and
But
it's
like-
just you trying to be like the last guy.
Eliminated. So once
Yeah.
you get
Elimination,
killed,
yeah.
you're dead.
Yeah, then
But
that's
that
it.
makes for like some serious gun.
Have you bought the game
tense
yet?
Moments, no.
You copped it though. right?
I did. What do you want to buy the game?
I'm probably gonna get it because I'm.
Because everyone's playing it. Right?
Yeah, everyone's.
I
Like,
mean,
yeah, come play
it's
Black
the,
Ops
it's the
4
hype
and
right
I'm
now,
like,
man.
Do you guys feel like
So-
Call of Duty is just being like a skin, being reproduced every year, every couple years to scam people? You think it's a scam?
Well, you guys
You think-
can't see me put up
that's
my
the
hand.
question.
But
That's my question. Do you think Call of Duty is a scam?
It's not to scam people.
I am on that side
Yikes. Okay, why?
because I'm just controversial like that.
Okay, whatever. But why do you like Battlefield better? Why do you like Battlefield better?
You're just saying that you're just on the side for the sake of being on the side.
No, I'm not. I have points. Like,
Battlefield is better.
It's just a skin. The thing is, Battlefield's better. Okay, the thing is, like, Call of Duty's really hard.
It's not that Call of
It
Duty
is
is not a
hard.
good
No.
game. It's-
Really
they're
hard.
both great games.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck
The
that.
learning curve to Call of Duty is way less than like something like Battlefield.
Way less.
yo, it's rinse.
Yeah,
It's, to me, it's rinse,
Battlefield has more options.
it's rinse and repeat. Like they're literally reskinning the game to me. Like they put pretty much. What's the last one that you're walking on the ground? They reskinned like two.
A little bit.
Black Ops 2. They
You don't
reskinned
play
it.
Call of Duty. Tiggs, you play Call of Duty.
No, I have Call of
But
Duty.
Black Ops 2 is good.
I'm not saying I don't like Call of Duty. I'm just saying it's getting boring for
It's
me.
great.
The whole formula getting boring for me. I'm just like, I need more, yo. I need something. You know what I
Okay, I
mean?
feel you. Like right before Christmas, because again, the reason you're buying it, the reason why John David's buying it is because, like, you know, together, like, all your boys are playing, like, you want to jump on and
Yeah.
fuck with them, like during Christmas,
killing your boss.
right? There it is.
It's the only way I could kill my boss.
Especially during Christmas, it's the holidays, people are home, it's a snow fest outside, no one's going outside and
He
shit.
asked me to work past 5:30.
On Christmas, there it is.
There you go. No silence.
Yeah, no silence.
No silence.
Wow. Okay, yo, let's just keep it moving.
No. What's your
do you
thoughts
think
on the
of
game?
the game?
Yeah, you have it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like, don't make me executive producer. Like, yeah. I just dove in like it's legalization. Yo, I'll just say the game looks great on in motion. You know, a lot of the levels look great in motion. Like they like doing like brighter like settings. You know what I mean? You're in the
Okay,
snow. And it's like the screen is like it's just white, and also what's cool is like you're walking through the snow and you'll see your tracks and they'll
Burn your
stay
retinas.
there.
Right. So the visuals are on
The
point.
detail is
Yeah,
really
details
cool
are
now.
crazy.
It's not so much
That's been
where
there though, the footprints.
it has been, but I think in the previous games where like it was important for you to be in motion in order for that picture to be really like for you to absorb, for you to take it in. But even when you're staying still now, it's like everything has been polished to a fine
Because you
tune.
see, when it comes to the graphics, that's why I feel too. When it comes to the visuals, like they don't pay like in the older ones, they didn't really pay attention to the visuals. Like, you know, you'd see like very pixelated, like, you know,
Or they'll draw it in a way
buildings
where,
and shit because
Right.
you're moving fast. You're moving fast through the level. Who gives a fuck
and they're
about that?
drawing it that way.
Yeah.
So you're in motion. That way it looks good in a blur. You know what I mean?
Right. So you're saying like they're paying
Now-
more attention to the graphics and like
Whereas
how
it's-
things
it's
look
that-
and like
it's still that way
Well, you-
tenfold.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But even when you're staying still and you're caught in a stun, like you're recovering.
yeah.
You know, you've killed someone.
So it's
you're
more like
recovering.
immersive, like
And
you're in the
seeing-
game.
right? And you're seeing the detail now. And you're like, oh shit! Actually, bro, it actually looks better. Like it looks sick.
Yeah, it feels like I'm getting shot right.
yikes. And there,
Nah.
but I
But
would
yeah,
say,
yeah,
like,
that's sounds good, man.
That's
I'm
it's
still not
really
gonna buy it, but
cool,
yeah.
No, definitely. Really, you're not gonna jump into the Call of Duty wave.
Nah, I'm a Battlefield guy. Like, to be honest, like I just like the slower pace of Battlefield because like you pretty much like plan. You're with your team, you plan your objective, like it's a big huge map, you trek it out and like, you know, you
Then
just
you
do it
can
up.
play Blackout mode in Call of Duty.
But I would
Blackout
say
mode?
TDM though, like the bread and butter mode, there is no team cohesiveness.
Yeah.
You're right.
I like hiding behind like a wall or
in
something and
Battlefield?
There's
picking
way too
people
many
up.
Call of
and-
Duty.
Yeah.
Oh, Call
Yeah,
of
I mean,
Duty.
it's
really
It's
on
very
your
hard to
own.
get all
I
your
really think
friends
you're on your own.
together to actually have a team. I think.
Yeah, in Battlefield, yeah. And you can, you could obviously play tanks, you could play airplanes, you could,
Anything. Yeah, that's what I'm
anything.
saying.
You can play
That's what I like
medic,
about it. It's
you
more
know.
options.
We get deep into the video games and the shooters.
Yeah, we're
first-persons.
definitely nerding out right now.
But like whatever, like you guys pop it.
Yeah, fuck
I-
that. I went to Tilt like what last Friday.
Nice.
Tilt's sick. Anybody you've been to Tilt?
It's like a video game arcade /
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah.
Shout outs.
They serve beer and shit and,
Shout outs to
and
the
drinks
shout outs.
and whatever you could probably blaze
What kind of
there
games? Is it all pinballs? or is it?
No, just any retro.
Yo, you can play the old Simpsons. Remember the
Is
Simpsons
Street Fighter
games?
there? Is there Street Fighter?
Oh, like the
Say from
fighting
2000
side
back.
scroller.
Yeah.
Is Street Fighter there though?
The side scroller, the beat 'em up.
Smash, that was playing.
Yeah,
This has got to be Street Fighter.
On
Yeah.
yeah.
console?
Yo, there's
Yeah.
Smash in there. Yeah.
Of course it's Street Fighter. Turbo. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yo, Black Ops 4, check that out. And
Someone
And,
buy me a
uh,
copy.
do you want to pop? What's up? Yo,
Well, I mean-
elections. The new mayor is being elected, and like I'm totally ignorant of this.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted
Yeah.
to mention it. That,
Yeah, no.
I was
I'll
gonna
admit it.
ask
Fuck.
about
yeah, I'll admit it. I even went to the advanced polls, and I'm looking at names.
And I don't know any of them.
No, my mom showed me who was black, and she's like, yo, just vote for them. So I was like, all right.
What's his name?
There's two ladies.
Oh, push them. Let's plug them. For
Forgot
sure.
their names, man.
Push it.
I went early, man. I went on the 14th.
But like,
At least you got out of the way.
So, I mean,
yeah, I went advanced.
you know what's crazy?
Oh, man.
I'm neutral in the debate whether or not I should
Same.
vote black or
Yo,
Tamil because I'm not either.
I'm not-
So I mean,
Jokes.
but John David is Tamil, so
Right,
maybe
right,
he can
so
speak
figure-
on. The
figure
thing
it
is,
out.
I've never seen more pictures of Tamil people on the side of the road than now because
never. Same.
everyone
There's
is
so
running.
much
and-
garbage on the road.
there's mad
Every
garbage.
fucking
Oh, because the wind's
intersection.
blowing and it's
just
just like,
wind
yeah.
blew that everywhere. Yeah.
It's
Because
bullshit
people aren't
anyway.
putting in the lawn
Should be
properly. Like, yo.
I'll clean up all the signs as their
No,
like
this is
election
gold. I love
campaign.
this.
We're wasted.
Anyways, I just wanted to
I
touch
just
on
want to see a
that.
picture of all them sweet.
Okay, get to know your mayoral candidates.
Yeah.
Gautam Nath, that guy's definitely Sri Lankan.
'Cause the
descent.
Mayor,
thing
like
is-
Mayor of Toronto?
It's hard to distinguish the
Is this mayor-
African Canadian or West Indian Canadian names because
Because okay, so the thing
Buckingham
is,
I know is not.
you have to
Or
pay
maybe-
attention to the names more than ever now because like
Faith Goldie is not.
usually they have the party name beside, like, you know, on the card they have the party name beside the name. Now it's just the name, so you have to know who the fuck you're voting for.
Unless you've seen them on the side of the road.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I have
Because whenever I vote, I literally just look at the party. I don't even fuck about the name.
I mean,
I'm
in
just
this area in Scarborough, it's so important for them to put their face on it because now it all depends on like what constituency you belong to and like where your loyalties lie, you know, what communities that you're riding for. Like that's I think that's what it is for us, right? Because your mom told you like,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is the, you know what I mean. These are the people that are going to represent our interests. Like,
yeah.
and why
for
not
sure.
vote for these people?
Or
So-
maybe not, but
Or maybe not. That's the other thing. And that's
Do you guys think like some people just vote for the names?
yeah.
my mom did.
Definitely.
Like, literally,
I'm
like-
dropping out and like say,
My mom be like, "Yo, who's black?"
This
Yeah,
guy's
yeah,
name
yeah,
is
yeah.
his
Like,
last
that's
name
it.
is Butts.
Like,
Do you
I
think
see
you'd be
kids
able
going
to?
for that.
Do you think you'd be able to ask the scrutineer like, "Oh, which one's black?" Like, and then they'd be able to.
Ask them.
Well, if you really want to know, it's.
they'll be like,
Marshawn.
You know what? You have to exercise your right if you want to know. What if you made a big deal? No, seriously. What if you went there and said,
What if
I'm
they made a
exercising
big
my right
deal?
to know which one is black because I want to get to know who's running and I need to know.
"Are you asking like how they react or how?"
Right? How would a scrutineer react? Like, you know, the people at the voting place. Not you making a big deal, but you cordially request.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd just like to know that which one is of Afro Canadian or
I think they'd be like,
West
"What?"
Indian, Indo, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Not even Indo, because I would infer brown. I would just probably try to keep it as
their
just,
head
like,
would probably explode.
Yeah,
like,
they would. They would short
like they probably implode. Like
they would short circuit. They would, Yikes. Okay. Well, you know what's crazy? In light of my ignorance in terms of the fucking elections.
is there a
get to
YouTube
know-
video we can look at?
I know, we gotta
gives
just-
us a breakdown in like
Listen,
5
just
minutes.
don't be
everything.
like us. Okay, now this is like the older man speech. Like, don't be like me. Go to school. Yo, you guys are bro. You guys are young, and I don't be like me. I didn't do school, but you guys do
You do the school, alright?
bro. Yo, I'm talking to men. Yo, why are you? Anyway, but yo, that's like a whole another story.
Yeah, moving on.
Yes. So
Go out there and vote, even though you know who you vote for.
Okay. So wait, I want to talk about this whole Paul Bernardo thing. This whole like, Paul Bernardo.
Yeah.
On the day of legalization
I know
too.
nothing,
Like,
right?
huh?
After 25
That's
years,
crazy, right?
After 25 years of imprisonment, he was put up for bail in front of the parole board, and he had to kind of like plead a case as to why he thinks he should be like released. And like people are like up in arms. I think people were really because you know Canada's lax. There's,
Yeah,
like, this
yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah.
undertone of Canada.
Oh, we're
being
mad lax. We're
in their
mad
laws,
lax.
you know, except on like communities in poverty, but that's when they like exercise the full extent of the
Yeah.
law. But what
They're
I'm
actually
saying is
giving
that-
the serial killer a chance.
the thing is the way
like, what the fuck?
they thought that they were going. Essentially, the undertone of the whole story was people thought that Paul Bernardo was going to be released. And
Yeah, because I mean, there's a possibility of him getting parole. Like that's
There
insane.
was.
Like in the states, there was, yeah. But in the states, they would have killed this motherfucker like 20 years ago.
wow.
Like they would have fucking put him through the fucking electric chair. Like, they would have fried his balls on the fucking skillet. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
No, for sure. Absolutely though. That's
yeah,
true.
man. Like
Sizzling
Canada is mad lax with our criminals. Like,
Okay,
bro,
well, to be
like,
fair-
why even bring up the conversation? Like, yeah, we might
Okay.
we might release him. Like, what?
100%. I'm going to meet that energy. They denied him the
Well,
bail.
his
They denied him the bail. Listen, he won't be
He's a
starting.
rapist, though. Like,
Absolutely, he won't.
deserves it.
He won't be starting a podcast with Carla Homolka. Speaking of Carla Homolka, though, okay. Speaking of Carla Homolka, she is out now. You know she's out.
Well, she's been out.
She's been
I mean,
out,
she's
right?
Been, she's been working.
And I think that's
teaching and shit. I was
she's
like,
been around kids. She's okay. She's been out.
she makes more money than me. Like,
She makes more exactly. You know?
the fuck?
So Carla Homolka has been out, and yes, it's true. So now she's attending
She's on Instagram.
No, this is what she's doing. She's attending field trips with her children.
Her
at
children?
an elementary school with other children present. You know, and I'm sure other parents are there too. You know, if she's going to. She's also changed her name legally, which the government allowed her to do.
Wow.
She changed her
So
name.
people who are hearing about her for the first time won't even know it's her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's new. We gotta find out what her
Yikes.
new name is now, and now demonize that.
Yeah.
Right. Yikes! But Homolka is a really hard name to get away from.
Yo,
Because it's been
Homolka
with Canada
sounds
for
so scary. Like,
Homicide.
I don't know any other homophobe. Like
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
It's only a one I know. Like,
So she's
Homolka.
and I think that's why people were kind of on edge as to why maybe Paul Bernardo might be on too, and they're gonna go.
yo, both those
They're
names sound
gonna
like serious.
run handing like they're gonna make a Canadian movie on it and run it on CBC. You know what I mean?
They should. They
Like-
should.
you
But
don't have that already?
Maybe they do.
I swear they have a Homolka movie. No. It was played by
my
by
goodness.
Donna from fucking
Okay, but do you think
Do you
that
remember
like by Donna from that
from
70s show,
that 70 show.
I don't know.
Homolka movie? Wow.
I have to look that up, but
But don't you think like Paul Bernardo is like our O.J. Simpson? You know what I mean? He's like our like. But he didn't get away with it.
Simpson?
He got away with it. My bad. So who's like a
I mean, this guy's a
notorious-
serial killer, like killer, like
True.
who's a. I
Maybe-
mean, the states has like
not-
like every
Bear.
Charles Manson?
people. I mean, one person out of 10 are like a serial fucking killer. In the States.
In the States.
So it's like
True.
I don't even know who we could compare this couple to. Like,
Yeah, that was a bad measure of notoriety. Okay, so I mean, people. Well, no, he's denied bail. I mean, I feel like okay, people are rejoicing about that. So hey, what's up? Like,
So
you
when
know?
how did this Homolka lady get
Carla,
off?
How did she get off?
Yeah.
it's called Carla, right?
called
I was
Carla,
right.
yeah.
When did that come out?
It's just 2016.
2006.
2006, sir.
That was a while ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So there was a Carla Homolka movie played by Donna.
Right. I think you know what? I
2006.
think the culpability more leaned towards Paul Bernardo in that case because he was like he
So
procured
she didn't
the
do
crime.
any time?
No, she definitely did time. Yeah, she did time.
Yeah,
I
she
think
did time, but
Yeah, she did like 20 or 15 years, 20 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's been working again. She's
But she was more of a, like a accomplice in the crimes.
So
That's why
Asian.
she got like less time, I guess. So like, but yeah, like I'm glad this motherfucker is like in
50-50
jail
on
for life. Like, he was hoping for like I heard like statements from him like in a article.
Something about how he cries all the time.
He cries all the time. Like, bro, there's no crying. Like, are you kidding me? Like, anyway.
I just don't think he was like informed. He didn't have proper legal counsel for him to like write a proper like affidavit or like you know.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like hey.
Yeah. They won't. I mean, they won't give him that luxury. Like, he shouldn't afford that.
Also, the thing is to think about like the world is a different place. Like he's been in jail for 25 years. Like. Guy doesn't even know what like Snapchat is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like it's just so like you know what I mean?
So it's
So,
gonna be a gold mine for him.
like prison is
Oh,
his
yeah, it's
ecosystem.
Bro, all these girls on the internet?
Yeah.
Man, the way Canada is, this
Yeah.
guy probably has a fucking waterbed or some
Yikes. Well, there it is. People say like, relax.
shit. HDTV.
girls in there. Right?
Okay. Well, yo, let's keep it moving. Yikes. But I do like what I want to hear that. I want to hear that last articulation.
No, I said he has a fan club. I mean, for sure.
Deaf. Yeah.
Oh,
I would
just-
down.
so-
I'm just thinking.
Of course.
People
Of course.
are fucking nasty. Out
There's always somebody on the next side of the spectrum. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
yeah, nice.
Yikes. Okay.
like,
All right. Well, yo. Okay. Let's just keep it moving then. Paul Bernardo is still in jail, but he's probably still flexing. Carla Homolka definitely flexing. Tesla making their own brand of tequila. Tesla Tequila. How do
This-
people feel about this?
Tesla Kilo.
Drinkers, you
This-
think it's sick? What's
I
up?
would buy it because I like tequila and I like Tesla.
Okay.
I'd buy it because I like drinking. I like driving.
Okay.
I'd try it out.
You would try it out. Blacks. I like drinking, I like driving. And that's Joe. That's hilarious that you say that.
Yeah.
Like, right? But would you try it? Or like, obviously, if it was at a party, would you
Fuck it,
try
why
it?
not? I mean, I'm not a drinker, but
Like
sure.
what Tesla Kilo? Like what is it made out of? Like the
Tequila.
gasoline? Like
Wow.
what's the tie between?
Fuel the Tesla car.
Yeah.
What's the tie between the car and the liquor? That's
What's
what
their
I want.
competitive advantage? Like, how are you going
How
to...
we're in the same market? Like
Like, I'm just going to take shots and just rock it to the fucking...
Yeah, we can take shots and then let the
I
car
take a
drive
shot, you
itself
take a shot.
around
Actually,
and
you know
shit.
what that makes me feel like? Like when I was younger, I had Panasonic
Free
TV,
bottle of
and then I had
tequila.
Panasonic batteries. And for some reason, I was like, "Hold on, they make batteries?
right,
And
right.
TV? I
Just
couldn't,
like-
I couldn't get it. It was just they didn't go together for
Just
some
like how back in the day, LG made computers,
Yeah.
and they made fucking
same thing.
dishwashers,
This-
or like
yeah, yeah,
or washers and dryers.
Well,
Okay,
Appliances.
hold up. The one thing you guys are all ignoring is that, JD brought it up earlier, John David, is that, listen, alcohol and cars are complementary goods. You always want to drink and be driven. You know what I mean? So if this guy's making self-driving
Roller,
cars,
roller,
the best thing to make,
Okay,
and I can't
okay.
take credit for this
That's a good
articulation.
connection.
JD
All right, John.
said it like a second ago, so yo, give it up for the man.
All right, John, I didn't
During
hear
his
that.
Tesla Tequila narrative. All right, that was sick.
I can't afford a Tesla though, but I can afford the tequila.
Right. Okay.
So you know what?
Might as well.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm
If you
saying?
can't get
I-
the car,
You know what John's saying?
Yeah.
bottle.
Like,
Yeah.
No, but
The self-driving cars make sense.
I honestly
Oh, it's all self-driving. Eh?
Yeah.
he's trying to make
Tesla,
self-driving cars. So you're in the bottle. With,
All right,
no,
all right.
when you buy a car, you get the bottle already in the car.
Yeah.
I mean, he's being charged for fraud, but whatever.
Yeah. I don't even know anything about that. What is it? What is that
I mean,
about?
Yeah, this
Don't
guy's
even
getting
like
himself
that.
in deep shit that, like,
A
you
lot
know,
of shit.
he shouldn't be. Like, he was cool right before all this bullshit that he's been getting into.
They're trying to get him for calling that the fucking deep sea
Taking-
diver a pedo, yo.
For what, third time, fifth time? What?
Yeah.
Oh,
he
he's
got-
still doing that?
As soon as he called
Every week, like-
as soon as he called that dude a pedo, it's just
Yo, he did it again. Like, he did twice. Like,
Then he's smoking weed on fucking thing.
Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I don't hate him.
haven't
I don't
seen
hate
that.
him.
I don't hate
that.
him.
Like,
Like,
He's
like-
just being like he's having his bad boy years. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
for
that's what it
sure, for
is.
sure. He's a bad boy billionaire.
Yeah,
Like,
at 40. I don't know how old he is. 50. 60.
Yo, you age way slower when you're rich. There it is, though, right?
for sure.
You age way slower when you're rich. Okay.
I don't know any young billionaires. Like, come on.
So,
Like, he's the youngest billionaire I fucking know.
so Elon Musk on his
Yeah.
All right, so yo, Ariana Grande broke up with Pete Davidson. Does anyone give a fuck about this? What's up?
Celebrities?
No.
Nah.
I'm not even really sure who Pete
Wait.
Davidson is.
Yikes. He's like a comedian on SNL. Not other people like he has mad clout though. He has
You
mad
want to
clout.
talk about the Diddy Cassie thing better?
Yo,
I think
we
that's
should
more
talk
relevant to
about the
us.
Diddy Cassie thing. Okay,
Yeah.
so basically, Ariana Grande.
That's more our era.
I have to set it up though.
That's
so,
our era. Yeah.
So Ariana Grande was like in deep with Mac Miller. Like they were like a fucking
Right.
for sure. For a
R.P. Mac
long
Miller,
time.
man.
Rest in
So
peace.
Good
they really
artist.
broke
Good
up
artist.
because he died and she
Then they,
fucking him.
right, so you know what I'm saying? Like so then basically then Ariana Grande they actually called it off. Mac Miller committed suicide. But she was like then she got with Pete Davidson and married him like right off the gate. Right off the gate. Like,
They
were-
married?
Yeah, they got engaged. They got engaged.
Oh, okay.
They
I
actually
was
called
about
off
to
the
say.
marriage, yeah.
And then they
Okay,
called off
okay.
the engagement. Wow.
That would be a different fucking story.
Okay, so yo, Black's got the scoop. Okay,
That's
then
not married, yeah.
then Mac
They
Miller
married.
killed himself.
No, he OD'd. He didn't
Yeah,
kill himself.
okay.
Yeah, he OD'd.
Wow.
OD'd.
Well, I guess technically he
Killed himself
Is that
by
synonymous?
I guess we got the scoop.
technically he
We all
killed
got
himself.
Okay, wow.
Not intentionally.
This guy got the rum and raisin.
I don't think so.
He got the scoop. Anyway, okay. So and then Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson break. She calls off the fucking whatever they break up. Here we are. But what's even worse is that Ryan Leslie was like a sick producer. Okay, he made hit. You
Yeah,
got fashion and style. Like he has
He has
sick-
mad hits for sure.
And then he had Cassie.
He did Me and You,
right.
the biggest record I think he has.
It's
Like,
big, it's pretty big.
yeah,
And then he
His
had
most
Cassie.
famous one.
It's big, man. We all know it.
yeah. Everybody, that's a classic. No, yeah, go ahead.
And then he had Cassie, and then P Diddy stole Cassie from Ryan Lewis.
Right.
Essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
What?
fucked up.
But nobody died. Nobody OD'd, and
I mean,
there was
he's
no.
Diddy, bro.
That's the other thing.
He runs the industry. Like, he could get any fucking thing he wants. Like,
It's
That
very
was-
dirty though.
it's crazy. It's
that was
crazy.
a move.
I
Like,
mean,
I just
I'm not
feel-
gonna say it's a dirty move, but like, he's Diddy.
That was an industry move.
I'm not surprised. Industry move for sure.
I just picture him like pouring like Cambodian breast milk all over Cassie though. Like, I just. Okay, so did you see the Raps game today or no?
Yesterday,
Okay, but what about the one tonight? No.
there was no Raps game today.
Yeah. Okay, so you saw the one
The
yesterday.
opener. The opener.
I saw the highlights.
Wait. Takes was
The
at
full
opener.
highlights.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, for his birthday. For his birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
That was
Did they win?
crazy.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's go Raptors.
That's the raps, yo.
So we're off to a good start, man. Off to a good start.
Raps win the season opener with Kahi. I saw some highlights, yo. He ripped like some next dunks and like
He had one dunk.
yeah, that's true.
I just want to know, was he happy after that, and did he laugh?
I really wish he had the soundboard.
Did he laugh because they won?
That's what I'm trying to say, yeah. I really wish he had the soundboard. Right now,
Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna
soundboard.
find it.
Yo, I would be
We'll
abusing
get it,
that
we'll
thing
get
so
it.
hard.
We're just
Doesn't
straight biting
Budden,
Joe.
Joe Budden has
We're
that
biting
on
Joe,
his
though.
thing.
Fuck that. Like, everyone knows he has a laugh, yo.
We-
That's why I'm vibing with it.
We have rights to that sound because we're from Toronto. He kind of stole that from Toronto.
Is that, you
Heard that, Joe? The crew said, "Fuck
you. Get out of here.
Oh, Joe Budden featured that on his cast.
Yo, he's been featured for the last few
he's
casts.
using it. He
Yeah.
entered into the fucking time.
He's still using it like
part of
now.
the-
Yeah, he's
Bro,
still
it's in
using
the
it.
bag.
Still on the soundboard. For the last like 5 casts, he's been like,
It's in it. It's not leaving.
I'm gonna write the biggest comment about that. Wow. Okay. 40 tells a side piece about Drake's son. Pusha T somehow hears about it.
all right.
How do we feel about
We're
this?
kind of. Has anybody heard the Pusha? Has anybody heard the Pusha Joe Budden interview?
No.
No.
No, I will check that out.
That's a must listen. That's a must listen. There's a
talk about-
lot, huh?
Okay, but let's just talk about what they talked about. Like
Yeah, but I mean, okay.
that's like, how do you like? And then we were talking about how. Well, yeah, must. The thing is it's a must listen. But the reason why, like, Pusha T had that ammo about Drake's son is because he had heard it. Like, I don't know what the vein of like communication was. Like, I
You heard
didn't
it from,
hear.
yeah.
but you'd heard
I'm
it
just saying you
from,
guys need to listen to it, but like, you know, for the listeners, I'm just saying, yeah, it's a very revealing interview. I mean, it just shows you how much of like a mind fucker that Pusha is, like, and a mastermind. Like,
Really.
he really has like a lot of layers to like what he did. And like,
What's the story though? Like, he heard it directly from the side piece. Like, I don't know. Like,
Kanye told him.
no, it wasn't Kanye. Well, okay, so
That's-
okay, I'm
that's what I said.
gonna spoil it. Okay, so according to Pusha, 40's the one that told a side chick that he was messing with the information about Drake.
and his son.
40, yeah.
Okay.
And then Pusha heard from the side chick, and that's how he got the information, not through Kanye.
Did they both smash this girl?
No, I mean
Probably.
probably, but I'm thinking the girl just ran to him and he paid him. He paid her.
You paid her.
Yeah, paid her off for the information. She's like, "Oh yeah, I got some information on Drake."
Oh.
You know what I mean? And I got it from
But-
40.
From Drake himself. Did you guys see that LeBron thing with HBO?
Yeah, the shopper.
Yeah. From Drake himself, he said that he played a song for Kanye in the studio,
Right.
which talked about it's on the March 14th track or whatever, the last track on Scorpion.
Yeah.
And then Kanye told Pusha or something, or Kanye put the track for Pusha. I don't remember the exact thing.
Well, there's
no.
conflicting stories though. Like,
Right.
of course, Drake's gonna say it's from Kanye, and Kanye's gonna say it's from.
Okay,
40.
so as Torontonians,
Right.
we're obviously not inclined to believe Drake, is what you're saying.
For me, I believe Pusha more.
Right, why though?
I'm gonna say straight up. I don't give a fuck if I'm a Toronto. No.
Yeah, no, but why?
Right.
Why?
Huh?
But that's as I predicted. As Torontonians, we wouldn't like. I feel like we were scrutinizing Drake way more than we should. As
I mean,
per
we're
usual.
Screwface Capital.
This is what we always do. Like that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying like I'm not calling you or anticipating anything. I'm just saying.
I mean, we're
Because I'm skeptic too.
we are
Definitely.
the Screwface Capital. right? I mean, it's like
But why
in
do you
our
believe-
DNA to like, you know, scrutinize.
Why
So,
do you
I
believe
mean,
push him more though? Is what I'm saying.
why believe push him more?
Yeah.
Um,
Drake's explanation, though, to be fair, was like this short little stint, and then it was like what? Like there was like no like breakdown. Like he didn't really get deep. Whereas Pusha on the Joe Budden podcast, like there's an outlet, there's a utility. Like this little stupid shop thing, no one cares about this. Like
yeah, because it's like very produced. It's
Yeah,
like made to make Drake look good. Like if you watch the. Yeah, and it's just like, you know, LeBron at the side, like agreeing with Drake the entire time.
and I called you first.
Yeah. I called you.
Like what?
You my boy. Like I
That
called
was
you as
so
soon as I
weird.
woke up. Like really, like
No,
really, you
like,
called LeBron as soon as you woke up, and LeBron was like, "Yeah, man." Like really?
I got this.
I have all
I
the
got
secrets
this,
of the
like-
industry. Like that was very strange. For me.
Yeah, like I feel like they edited that like hard and shit. Like, on the Joe Budden podcast, I feel like it was more just natural conversation because they were actually putting Pusha up to task. Like they were asking him like questions like, "How do you really know it was 40? Like, do you really believe Kanye?"
I feel like generally
they were actually like giving hard questions. Like whereas like the Drake interview, like they're pretty much like dapping each other up the entire time. Like yeah, like.
Right.
Come on, they're not gonna go
There's
against
definitely
you.
some stage camaraderie. We get that, but now
Yeah.
a lot of like revered rappers like Styles P and now Styles P and what appears to be Dave East and also Bun B now came out and said, hey, like when Drake was like, oh, there's rules to this, like Bun B was like, there's no rules to like
Bro,
rap
there's
battle
no
beef,
rules.
and now there's like this debate
no
of like
rules,
whether or
no
not there's
rules.
rules, like, and Drake is trying to dictate this, like saying like,
Bro,
oh, there's
rules.
rules once you start talking about this, that, and the third. Like 40 sickness is a point of contention. Like they're saying, yo, when he went on 40 sickness, that was like, oh, hey, this is too much. Like, oh, we can't respond. You know what I mean? So now, you know, some heavy hitters in the game, like Bun B and like Styles P, are saying like, hey, like, there's not really like, you know, like, it's not really rules. And like, the thing is, a lot of people are saying like Drake started this shit because he mentioned Virginia Williams, Pusha T's wife.
That's
right?
where
So-
he opened the floodgates. Like I said that like mad long ago. Like this, like that's where I agree with Pusha. Like Pusha's like, yo, you mentioned my fucking family. Like that's it for you. Like he was playing on a certain level with Drake. You know, kind of like sparring with him. He's like, you know, with the first diss. He's
Yes.
like, you know, blah blah. Blah. I forgot what he said in the first infrared diss. Right? And then Drake's was like, oh yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna handle this like Meek Mill. Right? I think Pusha's Meek Mill basically in this situation. I'm gonna like drop the hammer on him. I'm gonna drop back to back on him. That's what he tried with
Duppy.
Duppy, right? And then Pusha's like, alright, I got something for you. You wanna mention my wife? And then he dropped the shit on him. Like, and then he ended it. Then like Drake ran to his boss, like. So that's why I'm on the side of Pusha. It's not because I hate Drake or like, you know, like, and I'm not gonna be on Drake's side.
Millennial Hipster from D9. Yo,
Yeah.
scrutinize Drake, fuck Drake.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be on Drake's side just because he's from here. Like, yeah, I'm thinking about this logically. Like, if this guy was anybody, like, I would have been on Pusha's side, like, because he did that, right? I don't know.
But the reason why
That's just how I look at it.
like, yeah, okay.
I have no really.
This is like a podcast interview battle now. Like, this is like an interview battle between Drake and Pusha.
And me.
Like, who has the most fire? Oh shit! Like, and everyone that can weigh in.
Hold on. You know that the most it's not really Drake and Pusha have beef. It's Drake and Kanye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
Kiki,
It
you
is.
love
Yes,
me.
yes.
Oh shit! That's another thing.
Yeah,
Oh
that's just a
shit!
fucking-
We talked about that. How do you tie
That shit
Kiki
just
to
makes me
Kim?
laugh.
Does he?
I
Oh
know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just-
That whole video he
Yeah,
made
it's
and
all
everything.
hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, he was like,
But he also said he didn't have in my feelings before this whole Kanye stuff happened. This Kanye Pusha stuff happened.
yeah.
So that kind of led me to be like, okay, that's, or leans you more towards that.
Right.
Probably is referencing Kim.
Yo, real Toronto Millennial Hipster, fuck Drake, yo, we know your little skeevish games, yo, get the fuck out of here, yo. You're a dirty man still, you're sleazy still.
Yo, come harder, bro. Come harder.
Wow.
He's the best at pretending like nothing's going on when a lot of shit is going on.
He's the best at pretending he wants beef. That's what Drake is. Like,
Oh my God.
this guy, he
He's
says
like, no, I'm too good for that. Like,
he says he wants all the smoke, but he doesn't want smoke. You know what I'm saying? He came out.
He doesn't want
He
smoke.
came out the song saying, "I want all the smoke," and then he avoids all the smoke. This guy gets out the room. Like,
Yeah.
imagine you're making hot boxing. This man steps up, get some fresh air. That's what Drake did. All right, case closed.
Wow.
Yo, if Drake wants smoke with me, like, get on record
Oh,
and
what?
fucking get at me.
Oh,
Okay, what? Okay, I
No,
think
this
this
is
is
Was Jamil.Baptiste@gmail.com.
You know what?
Send that shit
It's
to
10
me.
o'clock. Now it's after hours.
Let's go.
You heard it
Local
here
Melbourne
first.
man on
Yeah.
Alright.
local podcast
Yeah,
calls out Drake.
all day.
Local podcast.
Man
Local
calls out
podcast
Drake
from
on
Melbourne,
local
Ontario.
Something you fall for.
Yo, email Scarborough
Vern.
Mirror
Come to
right
Vern.
now.
I dare you. All right, what's next on the docket?
We pretty much cleaned up, man.
Damn, man, they're species.
Robot dogs and shit.
Oh, do you guys see that?
But we've been
Yeah, I like
touching
that.
on those videos. Is it the same company?
Boston Dynamics.
Yeah, Boston. I mean, yeah,
Yo, the robot dogs actually are pretty lit.
yeah.
shit was-
Yo, they're
Yeah.
they're progressing really, like, with that technology, like,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, the thing is, but like, how is it gonna be used though? Like, right, in war, or like, yo, you think people will like, yo, they have sex dolls now. They have sex dolls, right?
You think you're gonna make sex dogs? Is this what you're talking about?
Sex dogs.
I got you. That's it. Okay.
Where's the connection?
I mean, people are fucked up, man. Trust me.
The punchlines. All right. No, robot dogs. Okay, like therapeutic robot dogs that have like AI, and they fucking run around the fucking, and they act stupid and shit. Right? No. You don't think this might be therapeutic for like some like robot dogs just walking around your house instead of a real dog?
Oh, will this be like a thing?
If people can have sex with a fucking not
Wait,
real thing-
are we talking about having sex with? What are we
what's the
talking about?
connection?
Like, no, I'm saying
In one
What
because
does
it's a
sex have to
robot.
do?
No, both in one, because yo, if you can have sex with a sex doll, something that's not real, how can you not feel affection for like a robot dog rather than owning?
Because
a
I
real
want to fuck a actual dog.
No, I don't mean fucking. Just like
Oh,
Making
owning one.
love to the dog.
No, owning one. Wow.
make love to the dog.
This is not. This is not landing well.
Dog
I'm
pound.
not talking about bestiality.
Wait,
I'm not talking about. Wow.
You know that's gonna
I
happen.
don't know what we're talking about. Huh?
Like the thing was twerking in the video.
Yo,
The dog?
Oh, okay, so that's the connection. Okay,
Yeah.
Oh shit.
so y'all are saying that
Wow.
we're going to 905 and you're gonna see like dogs twerking in like
Or like a robot
20 years.
robo sex dogs.
Well, okay, not dogs, but
Android.
Sex dogs.
Just-
Okay.
No, I said dolls.
You're not
But
going to name
dolls.
this file that. Do not name this file that. Robo
anyways,
sex dogs.
let's just this last topic I have here. Did anybody see Venom?
Yeah, yo, cut to
Oh,
that.
Venom.
Why was it shit? Everyone's saying it's shit.
Was it? I didn't see it.
I saw the cam version online.
Wow.
No, you can't.
Okay, bro, you can't make a sound judgment on the cam version. Killer cam, killer cam, killer cam.
And it was okay. I'd say that it was okay.
Booth thinks it was shit though.
Who doesn't
didn't see
like
it.
movies?
In general.
When's the last movie you went to go see Harry Potter like 15 years ago in the theater? When's the
That
last
was
time you
good.
went to
That was actually really
What's a
good.
movie you like?
That's the last time I went to the
Well,
theater.
we talked about this.
No one can not like movies. There must be like a couple of movies that you like, or that stand out for you.
I like City of God. But
Oh my goodness,
those
City
are
of God is a
classics.
sick
Those are
That's a
movie.
classic. That's a
I
classic.
know what a good movie is.
Yo, remember when the guy's girl is getting raped
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
fucking tied up, bro? That was like.
That's a 16?
I watched that when I was like, yo, no, that was like the most traumatizing scene. I think
Okay,
I've ever seen
like, yo,
ever.
this
It's the
whole-
first one
all
that comes to
time
First
memory,
one you
though.
pull up.
Like, yo, that's crazy, man.
But yeah,
It's a sick movie. though.
Okay, why did Venom suck though?
The dialogue between Venom and Eddie Brock is trash.
Oh yeah, the dialogue is
The dialogue is whoever wrote the script wasn't there.
He didn't watch Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He never watched Spider-Man.
No, and also it's a whole different studio. So this is a standalone movie that won't connect with
Sony.
the Sony franchise.
Wow.
Fuck him.
So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's all. I
And-
think I'm the only one that saw it.
I
Oh
didn't
yeah,
see it.
Jeff.
It was a decent movie for not. It was a decent movie for not having Spider-Man in it. because Spider-Man is
It
part
is
of the
part of the
Venom
story,
story.
yeah,
Like
they
it's,
fucked that up
it doesn't make
completely.
sense without
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
The symbiote
Just
just
like, why does he look like
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
I know.
Because he tried to take over him. Like that's the only reason he looked like Spider-Man.
but
That's true.
But,
they
like-
threw that out of the story.
So they
and
took Spider-Man out of there because like Marvel owns the rights to Spider-Man now.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
or
But like, I mean,
You can't even have a spider in the freaking.
you can't even have a spider. They have
don't think- yeah, no,
spiders
there's-
copyrighted.
yeah.
yeah, there's nothing.
No spiders in the corner, like in the back.
Yeah,
But it was
Eventually, I feel like that might be an amalgamation. They're gonna buy out that studio.
they might have
Maybe
to.
they're gonna buy out those
Or-
rights, that IP,
yeah.
for like maybe $1 billion or $1 million or $10 million or $100 million
Mhm.
or whatever, and then that
Yeah, they should just buy Sony as a company.
Disney,
Yeah. Disney
Yeah.
PlayStation
Disney versus
5.
Sony. Who do you think? Who do you? No, I'm saying that's a good. That's
Maybe
an
as-
interesting proposition, because who do you think would be the higher bidder? Sony or
Disney.
They're not.
Yeah,
Sony's
for
too
Disney.
big.
Disney's $1 billion, like
They're both big, man. Before Disney. Before
Disney. Yeah,
might
man,
buy,
like
like,
think
the-
about
After Disney buys.
Yeah.
They
Disney.
might buy like their film subsidiary of Sony, but not like the whole company.
Disney's a conglomerate. Like
The
they
thing is, though, Sony has a lot of endorsements. Though they have a lot of IPs. Like they have not only hardware, but they have they don't have software.
Yo,
but
they
they have so much endorsement.
Think about
So I
PlayStation.
think that's a
how much
hard like
money they
call
make
for
on-
me.
I mean,
Yeah,
Disney
yeah.
bought
They're
Marvel.
hard.
They bought who else did they buy?
But they're also like they
They
have
bought
hands in
Sony's
all this
technology,
advertising.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, they
listen, when
technology,
any
I
game
mean,
wants to do like a deal with Sony or have Sony advertise them on their platform, like if there's a Sony anything on any of their merchandise, anything,
Yeah,
like those fucking cardboard stands, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Then
mean,
it's-
you also have their companies that are like at different countries, you know.
That's
so
true too.
One is in yen,
Disney
one is
popping
in
in
US
Japan?
dollars.
Like,
That's
is Disney
different,
popping
right?
in fucking like?
yeah, they're not popping on Instagram, but
But
they're
they have a
popping like
Disneyland
when it comes to
over there as
old
well,
money,
too.
they're
Yeah.
popping. Like
Yeah.
they've been doing shit since the 1920s. Like Sony hasn't been around that long.
So there's
They've
Sony,
been
there's
making
Sony
money.
everything in
Of course,
India,
they're doing
Malaysia, China, everywhere. Do you think there's
guess,
Disneyland
I mean-
in China
They have a Disneyland
or Disney movies?
They have Disney World.
Do you think Disney movies were a staple in Chinese culture versus a
It's-
Sony TV?
in
this
Chinese
is-
culture. I mean, Chinese
You
shit
think
is
Sony TV.
Chinese shit is
staple
cheap
that?
though. It's not making that
But
much
Sony
money.
is worldwide though. It's like
Yo, Disney is crazy.
but Disney's only respected to American. Like it's an American company, is it not?
the Western world.
It is.
I don't
right?
know, we
And
might
it
have
made
to-
most of its money from the Western.
if you have your-
These are just all hypotheses, by the way.
Well, if you have your Disney laptop, right, you could like look that up.
This is
So
Shadowbox.
Toshiba.
Oh,
Wow. Oh, it's Toshiba, motherfucker.
So fuck
I swear it
Sony.
said-
Fuck Sony and fuck.
I swear it
I
says
think
Sony.
I kind of think for Disney as a whole, when it comes to Sony, for them, it's more so maybe their Marvel production.
Their movie
films,
business.
Their movie business, the Pixar's. Maybe it's that
Yeah.
when it comes in regards to Sony.
Yeah.
You know, because they have. It's Disney's a fucking huge. Like
Yeah,
I said.
at the end of the day, we're broke motherfuckers talking about billionaires right now. All right, let's,
Okay.
I agree with that.
let's make
I
our own
don't think
billions.
That's a good way
Fine.
to end the podcast, unless you have anything.
I got another random topic. So.
Yeah, pull it up.
Yo, if you want to pull it.
One of the award shows. I'm not sure if it's the Grammys. What is coming up?
Oh yeah.
Maybe the AMAs, the Grammys. I don't even fucking know because I don't watch them. But apparently they're kind of reorganizing the how you can vote for the best artist, the
Okay.
best new artist.
Making it more
And
for the people.
apparently the most popular ones you can't vote for them anymore. Which I don't know. I gotta go and find
Okay.
more information for that.
Okay.
So you obviously like for female artists, best female artist right now, pop off the top of your head, Cardi B
Yeah.
Yeah.
would be like off the top of your head, and she's not
Available to vote
right because she's won
already.
or has been nominated for another category.
okay.
So they're changing a lot of the rules
Okay.
now.
So the popular artists they get purged off the list.
Is
Kinda.
what I guess what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I guess in
then they're giving
some situations,
smaller
in
art-
some instances, yeah,
They're giving smaller
others,
artists
yeah.
a chance, basically, to get voted.
yeah.
Wow, yo, to
So-
bounce off that point, in the U.S. lately, they passed the Music Modernization Act,
That's also right too.
and the Music Modernization Act makes it easier
For the artists.
streamlines the music licensing process to make it easier for right holders
Right holders,
to
artists.
get paid when
Yeah.
their music is streamed
They have
online.
a-
So I think
a
they're just trying to
proportion of it, yeah.
that's what it is.
Revenue,
I think the artists
okay,
are just trying to get
everything.
paid a higher
likes,
chunk. So I'm pretty sure that's
all of
related.
that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
So also with that, an artist like Triple X, Tentacion, he's now fucking up for like maybe a Grammy.
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever it is.
yeah.
As best new artist, I heard about that. Yeah.
You know, or upcoming, and he's posthumous, right? So, I guess previously, what I'm not too sure which academy it is that this previously wasn't available at all.
Yeah.
Posthumous.
You know, Taylor Swift would have wanted, Drake would have wanted.
I heard about
this
that.
guy would have
Yeah,
wanted.
This is
That-
the first time.
This would have been that.
Best
So,
new posthumous
now,
artist.
yeah, I mean, like you're.
How many awards would Tupac and Biggie have won?
You look at that. Who
Yo.
knows?
Yikes.
Who knows?
Yeah, like best posthumous.
But I feel like there's categories for that already. Like, isn't there like fan
But
favorite
then
where
you
it's a
think about
fan
it. Oh,
vote
best
category?
rap album for the year, and then Malcolm Moore wins it. Like,
So they've introduced.
they have the categories, but
Okay,
Yeah.
so just to refresh, because I'm just learning this.
Yeah.
That they've introduced a new category of awards for best posthumous artist, or an artist that's died.
Did they actually?
well, no, not a new category altogether, but he's now eligible
He's now eligible because
to be voted for like an artist,
even though he's
you know?
dead.
Even though
Like
he's
I guess
dead.
that hasn't happened in the
Yes.
past. Like
Okay.
if
Like
an
I
artist
say,
died
in other
before the
times, it's
awards,
just like,
they
oh,
wouldn't
she's
like
the most
include
popular
them.
artist.
Yeah, I see.
She's gonna win
I
it.
get what you're saying.
Any song, female R&B, rap artists right now.
So it's not.
Nicki Minaj or Cardi B.
So it's
gonna be one of
not.
the
It's
two.
not literally best posthumous artist.
No. It's not the category. I'm
But like
saying
now they're
he's not
they're
eligible for it.
allowing people
I'm
to be
saying-
eligible if
yeah,
you died
he's-
before the
He's
awards.
eligible for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Okay.
So
That's crazy.
So they're gonna give him an award and diss him at the same award show.
Can we talk about that? You
And
wanna
he's
talk
dead. That's like a triple.
How are they dissing him?
Because Vic
Vic
Mensa.
Mensa, you heard about
Mensa,
that?
yeah.
He dissed him in the
Oh.
ciphers. And his mom was
And
in the
his mom
audience.
was in
Like,
the
this is
crowd
the
in
biggest
attendance.
clout
Like-
explosion
Oh
that
my
BET
God.
has orchestrated. Like,
What a guy! Like
this is insane.
They did.
Do you think he was in? No, do you
They
think? But
did orchestrate
not what a
it.
guy. But I'm saying, like, do you think BET and Vic Mensa were in their bag because they heard the rap?
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yo, do run it. Yeah, like you better rep it. You better fucking diss him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean-
like,
BET is like a corporation. They don't give a fuck. Like this gonna bring in views. Like hell fucking yeah, we'll run it. Like they don't give a shit about like anybody respecting the dead and shit. Like
It's not BT.
Kidding?
Crazy.
What did he say? 'Cause I
Like
didn't see it.
evil.
yeah,
like
exactly.
you're abuser, loser, some shit. Like I don't support like abuser, loser.
He's like, I don't respect posthumous artists. I'm gonna pull up to academics at your eulogy or some shit like that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because he hates
serious?
academics, right?
Oh, geez.
And he's like, yo, I'm gonna pull up to your eulogy to smack academics or some shit.
What the? Fuck?
And he's literally addressing
Eulogy.
X.
Okay, but hold up. Didn't we just say that there was no rules in rap battles?
There isn't.
He's
a rule.
dead.
That
Oh,
clearly
mans are
just-
dead.
that
So
clearly
there's
just
rules in
shows
rap
you,
battles.
No, there's no rules.
Wait, what?
Well, for
This isn't a rap
us,
battle
yeah,
because he
it's not
can't
a-
respond.
There's no rules.
This is not a rap
It's
battle.
like me rapping against a ghost right now. Yo, fuck you, you're
He's
dead. Like
basically rapping against this. There's no rules.
Nice point.
It's just disrespectful.
you have a halo around your head. I smack the halo off your head.
Yeah, like
Shit.
Xbox
All
One
right,
smack
I
the
got
Halo.
one more random topic, and it's
People that-
I think he's a consulate member of the UN. I'm not sure. He went to Saudi Arabia or something, and
Oh, here-
he's disappeared, and they haven't found him.
Wait. Oh, I didn't hear it.
Some I don't know if he's, I know, right?
Sorry, let him go.
No,
This,
Yeah, go ahead, go.
politician
I'll
or
rewind the
consulate
tape.
member that went to the UN. I'm not too sure if it's Saudi Arabia, right? He went there. He disappeared. He went into the UN meeting or whatever. He hasn't returned.
Okay, shit. This is news to
apparently
me.
this is big. Yeah, this is big news.
But then they found him,
I
just chopped up in a million pieces or some shit,
so
right?
They-
maybe that's what
They
happened.
say they
That's
have
what happened.
audio of him
I-
being dismembered or some shit.
I'm just saying there's certain things, whatever. This is politics or whatever. I'm like,
Oh,
No, I've been hearing about this as
but-
well.
they recovered his Apple Watch or some shit, and then somehow recorded sound audio
No
or something.
way.
But yeah, I heard
Yeah.
he was like
Trying to-
chopped up and shit.
So
Damn, I bet Apple's taking credit for that.
that's kind of
Yeah.
disturbing music. Disturbing information that's going on.
See where a new technology
Well,
can do.
Wow.
like, start-
Apple's in their bag now for like diplomats and like politicians. Like,
yeah.
it's a security measure. How did these like
It's a marketing
How
tactic.
did,
Thing,
how
and
did the
that's
assailants
Apple,
not know?
American company, right? For the guy was what, Saudi Arabia or something.
Oh yeah, Saudi journalists. Yeah.
So you know, and he's wearing an Apple Watch.
Wah, wah, wah,
I don't know, man. Do you think this is just another clout story? Like, how do your assailants not see a watch on you, like when they're cutting your fingers off? Don't you think they're cognizant that there's a camera in the watch?
Like, yeah, but this shit doesn't just go on by itself.
An Apple Watch?
Yeah.
My friend has one. Every time he waves it, I see a picture of
you-
his fucking niece. Like, it's...
Do you think they're like
I'm
really,
saying to record.
do you think they're really
or anything
privy
like
to that? Like the crazy guys cutting his arms and shit?
Or even like past that, I'm trying to understand.
Like I'm thinking
what
these
even
guys
after-
don't really know.
goons.
They're not really privy. They're goons.
Yeah.
They're not privy to technology. The man's off the block that they were hired to like chop you up. They're not really. They're stupid. They're not educated people. They're not paying attention to your watch and shit. Like they're like, yo, I'm here to chop you up.
Yeah,
Like
I mean, yo, it's a crazy story, and like
that's what I think.
No, for sure. In that scenario, who knows?
pay attention
There's a
to,
million
but,
things that we don't know, right? But yeah, no, I've been hearing about this story. It's been being pushed, like how this Saudi ambassador was fucking cut up, dismembered. It's insane. Now they have the audio conveniently. Like, what's the audio?
Yeah, you know, it's
Need to
the way
look up
it's
more
it's been
international news.
developed.
Yeah, right. Like
I
they give
I had no
it to
idea
you,
about
it,
they
but-
give it to you in pieces.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
So,
Yeah, no
see how other people
Connect-
feel about it.
no pun intended.
Oh shit! Wow.
I thought that was
Okay.
no. You didn't do that intentionally.
I sure did. Check my antics out. No, I'm joking.
They give him to you in pieces. I mean, it to you in pieces.
Yo, before we cut,
RP, sorry.
Before we cut, RIP to the Saudi ambassador and XXX Fat Joe called him extension. Yo, what they
Oh,
did to
God.
extension
Oh, my
was
God.
horrible.
Extension
And then
for-
Vlad was like,
Yeah. Actually, Wheezy calls him extension on his album, on the song.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Did you hear
Be a
that?
triple extension on my afterlife. Rest in paradise.
Oh, God.
Still done, bro. Yeah.
That song's pretty sick, but he called him extension at the end. I'm like, this kind of kills it for me. Like,
no, like extension.
you get his name right there.
Right. So the man's name is Phil. He died. You call him Paul. Like it's that is eulogy. Paul was a great man.
You call him Chana Paul. Like,
Wow, Chana Paul.
Just say, yo.
You can't have Chana around because it
Yeah.
just laces it.
Roti Paul.
You can't even use it in shirt.
Doubles Paul.
Wow.
Jeez.
Shout out Rollins. They're great. Yo, I actually just want to plug. Yo, you guys better check out, if you guys have the chance, check out Face Media Toronto and go pull up Tiggs featuring Stunna Roll Up. Okay,
Yeah.
before we call it, and then I'm just gonna pass it to Bruce.
All right, well, that was episode 28. Everybody have a good night.
Wow.
Now let's play Black Ops and go.